EU AI Act. Understanding tiered risk approach.
The AI Act categorizes any AI system, broadly speaking, into 5 risk categories, and it will completely shape what are your obligations depending on what type of AI you fall into. So first of all, there are prohibited AIs. I will not develop these for too long because I think that nobody in the room probably is active in something that might fall directly under the prohibited risks. But to name a few, you have social scoring, you have emotion inferences, these kind of things, which are prohibited by the AI Act, and the provisions are already in force. So if a company falls under the scope of the AI Act and would have an AI system that is actually prohibited risk, then they would already be liable for fines. But the more detailed, and it's actually the bulk of the AI Act pertains to high-risk AIs, and so it is actually relatively complicated to make the assessment whether you are providing an AI system which might be classified as a high risk. You have 2 annexes into the AI Act that detail all sorts of activities that fall under the high-risk classification, such as biometrics, healthcare, critical infrastructure. You also have the field of education, of work-related AIs. So if you have solution, for instance, that would do some HR work, you might want to make sure that the use you are investigating does not fall under high risk, or if it does, you need to be ready by 2027 to have done all the necessary preparatory work to be compliant with the AI Act, and then and that was in addition due to the rise of ChatGPT back in 2023. You have everything that pertains to GPAIs. For GPAI, so that's general purpose AI, you have 2 classifications, which are normal GPAIs, and then you have GPAIs with systemic risk. The classification, and I'm not a technical person, so I cannot explain exactly what is the threshold mean, but basically it's expressed in terms of the amount of training that was necessary to create said GPAI. And to give you an idea, most models most models that were like state-of-the-art, like GPT 3.5, would fall under the systemic risk. So everything that is more advanced are GPAIs with systemic risk. And then there are limited risk for which you have mostly all the generative AIs that fall under, and the biggest obligation under the AI Act is transparency. So you must disclose that the content was generated by generative AIs. There is obviously the widespread concerns about deepfakes and these kind of things. But other than that, if your AI system fall under the limited risk, there are relatively few provisions of the AI Act that would apply. And lastly, you have minimal risk, which is barely regulated, and which pertains to things that nowadays are barely considered like AI, like for instance in a video game or these kind of things. You might have something that actually is in the field of AI, but nobody considers AI anymore.
At ComplianceRT.com, we specialize in guiding Swiss business through the complexities of the EU AI Act.